We're back, Rockstars, to another live stream. Now, if you missed yesterday's, was it yesterday? No, I didn't stream yesterday. I streamed the day before yesterday, I think. I think I streamed just, was it? I thought I skipped the day. Was it yesterday or the day before? Hello, Jacob. Good to see you, my dude. So, we are back. We've been a little laxative on live streams. We've talked about that, though. Make sure you check out all the podcasts every Wednesday. Yes, we didn't have one today. That will be in next week's PokeFine podcast, or why we didn't have a podcast today. But I did hope you guys enjoyed the Akuma MC mining video. It's currently #1 on the channel for this week's videos, so you guys seem to really enjoy it. And so if you guys keep that up, I will definitely make more of those and stream more of that. But we streamed Akuma a couple days ago. I'm going to go with a couple days ago. So we're back with some more Pokemon Black and White Randomized Nuzlocke. So this is going to be fun. It's been probably, what, a week and a half since we've had this. I think a week and a half. Everyone on the team, I did not see Ep 4. If you didn't see Ep 4, Jacob, it's over on the VOD's channel. It went up, I think, about a day or two ago. I think. I can actually, you know what, I'll double check that. It should be up, yeah. Episode 4 should be up on the VOD's channel, without a doubt in my mind, actually. Because the only thing I've uploaded on the VOD's channel recently was the Akuma stream and the stream I had on Twitch the other day for the latest episode of, what is it? Of Hardcore Minecraft. So, in reality, that should be up with no issues. We should be all good. I will double check that, though. You are currently signed out. Please don't mess with my studio. Is the stream still in? Okay. Maybe I can check if I don't, mess anything up. It might mess up my stream. That's what I'm worried about. And studio for cars and VODs. I hate that I have to actually have a completely, separate tab type thing. It's really annoying. I wish, because they were technically owned by the same channel, they were a person, they would, all link together and I could do it better, but it's still a decently clean system. Okay, so, yes, the Hardcore Minecraft from the other day is currently being uploaded. That should be out tomorrow. The Akuma MC Mining went out on the 11th. The OG COD Zombie went out on the 5th. And the last episode, episode 4 of this stream series, went out on July 4th. So it is up there. That's episode 5. Wait, what? That's episode 4. That's episode 5. Am I on episode 6? Did I mistitle it? I might be on episode 6. I guess I'll have to figure that out. The live stream, it doesn't make much of a difference, but for the video, I have to make sure I get it right. So I'll have to double check that. But otherwise, we should be all good. I'm hoping that my whole stream here isn't going to kick out on me. And we'll get started here in a second. I know we've just got a blank screen, but I'm trying to make sure everything's still working before we can continue, because I feel like the stream's crashed out of nowhere. It says it's still live. You are on Ep 5? Cool. That's good to know. Well, that's what the stream says, but the video says Ep 5 on VOD's channel, so I might have just not done that. It doesn't matter. Honestly, Ep 5, Ep 6, it literally doesn't matter. We're here. Okay, I don't really remember where we left off last time. I know we defeated, was it Flannery? Was it Flannery at the 5th gym? So we are here. We are in the mine type thing. Yeah, 6th gym. 6th gym, my bad. So we have 2 gyms left. I think we have to go in here, considering I'm standing in front of this door. Usually when I log out somewhere, if in case I forget or I know it's going to be a while, I stand out in front of something important. Oh, there's Sharon. Perfect. This is exactly what we want. So let's oh, I got an encounter. I really don't care, Herdier. Go away. Okay, so currently everyone on the team is alive that you guys can see, because you guys have the layout. There is one Pokemon in my party that's dead. That's Snaky, our Survivor. We will not be using him, but everyone else is still alive, and you can see that on the team layout. Huh? Pretty strong, but you're only strong because trainers are controlling Pokemon. So if you want to set Pokemon free, if that's what you want, you should start with your own. But taking people's Pokemon by force is not right. That's not real strength. Oh, we're gonna have double battle, aren't we? Hey, there you are. We found something the thing we were looking for. We should head to the tower now. Get this. Team Plasma has obtained the power to change this world and end people's control over Pokemon. That's right. We want to force in order to right the wrongs of the world. Now let's gather our king, our lord, in. Bat, yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream, my dude. Nice to see you in the chat. I hope you enjoy. If you do, hit that like button and subscribe as well. We got content coming out every day. Pokemon, Minecraft, it be what it be. Good to see you. Okay, Sharon, those guys, I don't know what they found, but they are so extra mile to gain power and cause trouble. What a bothersome bunch. I'm going to stay here for a while. I want to think a little bit about what the champion asked me. What do I want to do with my power after I get strong? And why do I want to be strong in the first place? Is that it, Sharon? Are we done? I'm going to stay here for a while. Does that mean I can leave? So I'm assuming I'm supposed to go out this door because that's where Team Galactic went. Ah, hello, Carson. How is Tropius? How do you... Wait, what? Is it because it's my first Pokemon? Or, I don't know, Cedric. Okay. This Tropius is really taking a shine to you. Pokedex is really important, but time spent having fun together is also important. I say I just had a thought. Have you heard of the Dragon Spiral Tower? No, I have not. Not surprised you haven't heard of it. Okay, give me this story a listen. Is said to be Universe region's oldest building. Stories say it's the place where legendary Pokemon came to life or where they remain in deep slumber. I know it's just past Icarus City, but that's all I know about it. That's all anyone knows because no one has ever been inside. Ooh. My daughter has wanted to investigate that tower for a long time. Wait, there's something I don't know? That kind of feeling is pure adventure. Am I not too old for some adventuring? Away I go to have a look at Dragon Spiral Tower. Catch you later. Okay, so I'm assuming that we're supposed to take on the next gym, and then we have Dragon Spiral Tower. Okay, so this is Cave. This is Icarus City. Okay, does it... any of these separate things? Okay, Icarus City. We can get an encounter here, right? Yeah! That's a Dupe's Claws, if I've ever seen one. Okay, let's run away from you. What... ooh, actually, what Pokemon do we want up front for our... Most likely... Yeah, you, because you've got... Are what is it? You don't matter, but you've got Thunder Wave. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and switch you up front, Zappy, even though you've got Slow Start. Okay, can I not go any farther this way? Oh, I can. There we go. A Wigglytuff. It's alright. It's alright. It's a Pokemon, you know, and when we can use it, it can be a Death Fodder, Electro Ball, I mean Thunder Wave. It's 30 versus 36. We should be fine. Let's just go ahead and boom, Bubble Beam. It shouldn't do that much damage. Perfect, actually. There we go. Awesome. Bag. Pokeballs. We have Premier Balls. Let's use a Premier Ball. It's the same thing as a regular Pokeball. Let's use them. What do you got for us, Wigglytuff? Come on, please be added to the squad. Come on. Oh, broke free. Disable. Great, because it disabled Bubble Beam. Then I guess it really doesn't matter unless it can heal. Let's throw a Great Ball at it. Then we'll go back to Pokeballs here in a second. Just trying to switch it up a bit. Make sure it stays on its toes. Come on, 1, 2, come on, 3, there we go, and boom, we caught ourselves a Wigglytuff, and I'm gonna go ahead and name this, I don't remember the name of all my Pokemon, so we're gonna go with Bat, for who was recently in chat, and once again, if we come back around to that, we have another Pokemon, Jacob. If you're not already named after someone, you'll grab it. I'm gonna double check the names. We have Zappy, Potassium, Waggy, Helmet Guy, and Bat. Okay, Snakey is dead, so it don't matter. And, oh, hi, Wigglytuff. Good thing to know that we were going to get the same thing no matter what we did. So, positive note at least. Pokemon Center, we need to heal and drop off the Seviper so we no longer have a dead Pokemon in our party. It wasn't a big deal because we didn't use them, but I'd rather just have an open party slot instead. Deposit Pokemon, Snakey, and Deposit. Yeah, this has just been an overall deading series. We've got we're starting our third row of deaths, so that's not good. Not had the best luck in this series, but I've also made just stupid mistakes because I was in a bad mood or tired of something. Okay, what is your ability? You have Early Bird. Pokemon awakes from sleep quickly. Okay, that works. I can deal with Early Bird. You have Sing, Disable, Defense Curl, and Double Slap. I mean, that's alright. Nothing insane, but, I mean, we'll have it on the squad. So, why are there 4? Okay, I feel like I should just avoid the congregating circle people. That might be a good idea. Okay, where are we supposed... Ooh, gym. This looks like a gym. Okay, 5 Pokemon for a gym. I don't know what level should be. We have a 42. Our lowest level is the new Bat. Our Wigglytuff 30. Everyone else is like 32, 34, 36. So, I'm really not sure how I feel about this. I really want to train up Potassium here. So, let's put him up front. I've got Poliwrath. That's my main other Mon. Okay, so let's do this. Ooh. Okay, so this is a interesting puzzle for sure. Yo, boys, good to see you, my dude. Okay, so we have to go right. Aha. Okay, so let's go do this. What do you got for us, mister? The karate in the ice gym. Caterpie. Oh, how cute. Please tell me we have something. We have Stomp. That's all we have for this thing. Really, it outspeeds and use String Shot. That's interesting. Bug Bite. That doesn't do anything to us because we're also flying. There we go. And finish you off. What type is the frog Pokemon? What frog Pokemon? What frog Pokemon? Stunkfish, that is what, it's water electric, rock electric, so let's go Magical Leaf, and that didn't do much. How about Stomp for the flinches? That did even less. Okay, Magical Leaf again. I don't know what frog Pokemon you're talking about. We'll go through all the Pokemon here in a second. I also have to update the layout, but I really don't care. There we go. I might switch to not having Pokemon teams on a layout during a live stream, but I always do it because I like having Pokemon teams. We're in a bad situation. Let's switch to Bat. The one on your team. They're all on my team. Okay, and let's go. Double slap. I just got to get a hit off. There you go. You're dead. Okay. Meow. Please tell me that was the end. Shuckle. Okay, we're going to go back out to Zappy here because it's our best bet. And Bubble Beam. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, let's go for a Bubble Beam again. We should be good here. It has trapped us, so we just need to kill it. Safeguard. That's fine. Let's do Bubble Beam once more. Thank you guys all so much for 5 likes when we're only, what, like 10 minutes into the stream? That's insane. Okay, he's level 37. That's sick. Okay. You wanted to go over the Pokemon real quick. This is what we've got here. Because of the way the screen's set up, you can't actually see them, which is really interesting. I don't have a way to show you it, technically, but I'll go everyone. So, from left to right on the layout, what you guys can currently see on the screen, we have Lantern, who is a water electric type. Next, we have Escavalier, who is Helmet Guy. He is a bug steel type. After that, we have Poliwrath, the blue one, the third one from left to right. He is a water fighting type. And then on our last Pokemon on the screen that hasn't been added is Potassium, who's a grass flying type, who also has our lucky egg. And then the Pokemon we just caught, who we named Bat, is a Wigglytuff, who's a normal type Pokemon. And that reminds me, let me just go ahead and grab Wigglytuff's. I need a Wigglytuff image for it anyway, so Wigglytuff Pokemon card. I'm gonna get one of these, and then we should be good to go ahead and continue. I just gotta update the layout. Update the layout. Where's the good? Oh, here's a good image. Beautiful. I feel like I should just have a bunch of sprites saved at this point instead of doing what I currently do. I'll figure it out. Especially with more experience. We've been getting better at everything we do. Okay. Wigglytuff, come here, bud. Where are you? There you are. Let's add you to the team for teammate number 5. It is a normal type, so it's a different typing. That's almost all that I care about at the moment. There we go. BRB like 20 minutes? Okay, I'll see you in a bit, boys. We just started, so we'll be going for about an hour today overall. So, okay, let's go ahead and continue this. So, I thought I had broken a piece of my custom controller there for a second. I was freaking out. What? So we could talk about the game, which is usually what I do, but I want to get into more talking about things that I usually don't talking about, or just regular talking and conversations. So that's what I want to try to do today. What topic of conversation is something that I've been really deep and really enjoying watching on YouTube currently, is a brand new thing called Randomized. And if you guys, by the way, if you guys are in the Discord, I highly recommend it because you get all my tweets there if you don't have Twitter. But some people are complaining about that. That's all being worked on though. I tweeted out, was it last night? I think it was last night. I was talking about the we're quad a week. We need to switch. He's okay. Waggy's our best bet. We were watching Randomized by a guy named Joskel, or no, yeah, Jazz. I've heard a couple different versions of your name. What is your next gym? This gym right now. We're in the next gym. We're working our way to the gym leader. I don't know what it's called. I don't know this game. Oh, he used Protect. That sucks. Okay. But basically, Joskel. Type, it doesn't matter what type it is. It doesn't matter. I think it's supposed to be an ice type gym, but because it's a randomizer, it doesn't matter. We just get random Pokemon. So, watching these Joskel videos, right? And it's called Randomized, and a bit late on it, but what Randomized is, ooh, Mind Reader could be sick for Dynamic Punch. Rain Dance is kind of sick too, though. I kept Rain Dance for a reason. It powered up my water type moves on Bubble Beam with him and Lantern. I feel like there was another reason. You know what? We'll keep the 50-50. We'll keep the 50-50. Keep all moves. Give up on Mind Reader. Oh, so Randonautica. What Randonautica is basically is you pull up the app and you put in specifications basically, and you have an intent. It can be like future, past, cold case, missing person. It can be basically anything you want your intent, and you can look for like voids, which are usually more darker, and other things. And for my channel, this is gonna go very dark for my channel in comparison to what I usually post and talk about, so I would be prepared. So what happens is you get the waypoint and you're supposed to travel to it, and you're just supposed to look around in the general area that it gives you, because it will give you like a radius and whatnot, and then based off that you're supposed to find something, and it's also based off your intent and what you were thinking and a bunch of other things basically. But what happens in the videos, now it's not always like this. The videos are nuts and insane, but the reason for that is because of the fact that they just cut out all the boring ones, because it's not guaranteed. But oh my god, we need to switch. He's bug. We'll go to bug steal then, I guess. So what happens is the fact that he sometimes goes by himself, but sometimes he's usually with other people. And Josco, he'll go out and he'll go to the waypoint. Now he finds all, and I mean all sorts of things. Can I add you on Discord? You can't add me directly. I won't add viewers directly on Discord. I think I have one viewer technically added directly on Discord. I regret that now, not because he did anything or there's anything wrong with him, but it's like a boundary. I will have a link to the Discord so you can be on my Discord server. But you would have to check out the videos for that, because I can't get a link right now. I don't think I can get a link right now. It would be a lot of work to get a link right now. I won't add you directly on Discord now, but you could be a part of my server, which I'm working on, and it needs a lot of work because I kind of just set a couple things up and that was it. But going back to Randonautica, what happens is these people go out and they're looking for whatever they can that's related to their intent or what they're looking for. And that was a critical hit. Okay, we finished him off. That's good. So what ends up happening is they find all these random things, you know, and at the beginning it was iffy, and it was still when the app was kind of new and whatnot. The app's been revamped and whatnot now. I know there's a different version than when it first came out, but they find all these things, and everything's linked to something else for the most part, or it's very creepy. And I'm trying not to say the wrong things. I don't want to like spoil the videos, because I highly recommend checking them out. I highly recommend never using Randonautica though. Don't download the app. I'm being dead serious. Don't use the app. If you want to, I suggest a lot of YouTube video watching first and a lot of research first. So, where can we go from here? I think we need to go this way. So what usually ends up happening is they'll find something, blah, 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 that's kind of obvious and whatnot. But it's what they find each time that's usually the issue, and it's not very good. So sometimes they find dolls, sometimes they find notes, they find lots and lots and lots of electronics, and it's scary. The electronics usually obtain to being related in some sort of way. I messed up the puzzle. To missing people. I'm not even joking. I really, it feels weird to talk about it. Especially on this channel, because this channel, if I was on the Rocks Anything channel, which I haven't made anything yet on that, or if I was on the VODs channel, I wouldn't care as much. But this channel, it just feels weird to talk about it on. But it's basically the only content I'm consuming right now, because I'm kind of obsessed with watching these videos. They're scary, they're frightening, and you never know what's gonna happen, and that's just the truth of it. Okay, so trying to think of where I'm supposed to go here. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do here. So it all depends about where I move. And so they find things related to missing people, They find things related to all sorts of other things. I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want to spoil the content at the same time. They've had trackers placed on cars. They've had people follow them, like legit, for like 45 straight minutes in the middle of the woods, and 20 miles in each direction is just trees. And I know one thing that will instantly come to so many people's mind is that, oh, it's just fake content. It's fake content. It's not real. I'm telling you now, if I watched this 4 years ago, I would have told you, it was definitely fake. But there's many reasons why I believe it's not fake. First of all, I would say about 85% of the footage, 90% of the footage is raw footage. It's not cut. The only time there's really a cut is usually a jump between video clips, and that's because they're outside and roaming. They use actual cameras, so the video files are in separate, videos. They're not just one string long file with like pauses or something. And ooh, I can go up here. What usually ends up happening is that the people aren't actually all that far away. So I literally right. Why a Meloetta? You're really gonna have a technically a flipping god Pokemon or a legendary right in front of me, or a mythical, whatever it is. So I'm the one I'm currently watching, and I'm in the middle of it. I'm about 45 minutes into an hour and a half of the video. And what happened is first of all, Josh, he's out on his own right now because everyone's celebrating a holiday that he doesn't celebrate, which is fine. But he finds first he finds a doll. The doll's face, it's not plastic. It was broken apart. So what it was he walked up on a doll, and to the right of the body of the doll was 3 pieces of the face. He lifted up the hair of the doll, and the doll had no face. So obviously that face was that doll's. And then he heard ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Now, that was very scary and creepy. The reason for that is because, first of all, it's, the middle of the night on a holiday. It was like Christmas. And it was Christmas Eve, I think, if I remember what he said correctly, because he doesn't celebrate that, but people he knows does, and his friends do. So that is a decent bit of damage. But so technically no one should actually be out there no matter what. And he looks around because all of a sudden this timer goes off, and it's on the other side of the tree. And what it is literally, it's a cooking timer, and we don't know how long it was set for, but what it went off, it scared the living crap out of him and me, the viewer, let alone. And it was just insane because found the timer, threw it away. He stopped it, left it alone. He in the woods, he hears gunshots. He thought he heard a scream, and he didn't know if he even screamed, sounded like human. So at this point, he moved on, and I think he went back to his car, got a couple things together, and drove down the road a little bit. Came back, actually, because he left for a while. Came back about half an hour, I would say half an hour to an hour later. No estimate, but he was going about half an hour away, and it was not good. But he came back, and what ended up happening was he pulled up somewhere, and he found, before he left, he found a single bow with a single arrow with no quiver and a single pair of green plastic binoculars on top of the hood of his car when he came back from the first trip. That's why he left. I'm not even joking you. It was insane, and it's not the first time something's been left on his car. Things have been left on his car all the time. Literally all the time. There have been notes, there have been boxes with gunshot shells in them, like shotgun shells. It's creepy. So he comes back however long later. He drove about half an hour away because it was the closest gas station, is the only thing around. So from that point, he came back to a different location in the same woods. And what happened was he found a bag. And in that bag were a picture of 2 pictures, basically the same picture side by side, of a baby and a frame. The picture was inside a picture frame. And then he also found a doll, which this part's going to be very out of PG. It's very rated R. So I would, if you don't want to hear anything, especially in the video on VODs, I would really watch it. He took his knife because he had a knife for protection, obviously, and he had to actually cut the doll's head off. Well, not head off, but because what it said was to cut here, and there was a line marked on the doll. So he does that, and I would have done it too if I was him. And the reason for that is because it's you're trying to see if there's something inside. Because when he does this, he's usually, each time he does this Randomnautica thing, he's always looking for connections. You know, he's not trying to find danger, but he's trying to find answers to clues. And there's an entire series on it. I'm like, there's 12 episodes or something, like over an hour long each probably, just on one mystery that he's found all over the states. Like he travels the states and does this, so it's not just in wherever he lives, which he mentions where he lives, but I'm not going to say it because he doesn't give specifics, obviously. But it was kind of insane. So he found all of this stuff, right? So he found a note at the bottom of the bag that he had found, and the bag was like, it had like wooden or bamboo handles, and it was like a weaving, you know, it wasn't a regular bag from like today's standards. So crap. Oh, we're good. So what happened was, what ended up happening was he gathered the bag, right? So he went to go take it back to his car. He cut the camera, and as soon as he got back in the car, it cuts back to us viewing him right after he gets back to the car. He said he heard something, and not to mention earlier, so on the very first trip, as soon as he started his intro, an ATV with a trailer that was empty drove past him. Middle of the night, Christmas Eve. That's not creepy enough, let alone the middle of the woods in the middle of nowhere. So what made it worse is the second time around he came back, he found, and remember, he heard gunshots. He found a sign that, first of all, was blown away by, looked like probably, I couldn't tell you the millimeter that he got. They looked like probably pistol bullets, so probably 9 millimeters if I have to guess. I know a little bit about guns, but not much. So that's where it first started to get very, very interesting. Gunshot of a sign that said ATVs were not allowed. No motor vehicles past this point was on a different sign. And it was very bad. So he started walking, and we just lost our potassium to a critical hit. That's stupid. I don't even know what I could have done there. Probably just have a different Pokemon in. But, so what ended up happening is he's walking up, and he sees this bag, right? It's a trash bag. This is the different section from where we found the last bag. So he finds this trash bag, and he's on his way up to it. And then he hears something, so he stops. And then he hears a car. A car clearly drives past. Now, the reason this is so sketchy is because the last time he was in the woods, I don't know if it was these woods specifically, but he had a white truck that he saw multiple times. And on top of that, the white truck had dumped out a bag, which I think had an animal body in it. I'm not sure. I'd have to rewatch that part again. It was one of the latest pieces. And then he didn't get to search the bag because something went off. It's really hard to tell what the sound is, but something goes off, and he sprints for it, and I would have done too. So after he sprints for it, he realizes there's a sound coming from his car, and it's not his car though. So he finally walks away from the bag. He gets away, doesn't see a vehicle anywhere besides his. He didn't get to look at the side of the garbage bag. But what happened was he walks up, and you know those like rape whistles that women usually buy or whatever? Rip? Yeah, it's whatever. I need to update the layout. But so those whistles that are supposed to be, you know, the R-word whistles, rape whistles. Sorry for the language, but it's a part of the story, and I did warn you guys. So it's not a rape whistle, but it's the same design. It's one of those machines that women buy, and the whole point of it is because I remember I saw a friend get one for Christmas, and it's straight up just a little thing you carry. You press a button on it, and it starts blaring out sounds like crazy, just high-pitched alert sounds, and it's supposed to get people's attention, so you know something's going on, and this has to be activated by hand. it can't be activated any other way except for clicking that button. And what ends up happening is he walks to his car because he knows the car doesn't make that sound, and you find the thing that making the sound on the ground, and it's still making the sound for about 10 to 15 seconds. Now, first of all, thank you guys all so much for 6 likes. 10 to 15 seconds, those things don't allow, I would say they make a sound for about 30 seconds. That didn't give me the paralyzation I was wanting. But what you have to remember is, if that thing was going off, and it had just went off as he got near his car, basically, like, it's hard to explain without watching the video itself, but it was extremely close, and it was not good. So what that means is that person had to be around somewhere. On top of this, we've been seeing footprints and whatnot and everything, and it is the creepiest thing in the world. Finds footprints, and he tosses the sound away. Apparently had dropped his keys. He had barely found his keys and then got in his car, and then that's basically where I ended off. That's just for the current video. It's nuts. It's literally nuts. I'm telling you now, horror movies, all the old school YouTube videos that's supposed to be scary or horrific or anything like that, nothing in the world has ever given me chills besides watching these Randomized videos, and I love it. I like it. It's cool. I like seeing the mystery. I want the answers to these questions now. But there are so many things I want to know specifically. First of all, it's not a guarantee, obviously. So, but why does Randomized, this random app of all things, I don't know. Wait, is that the beginning? That's the beginning. So this is how we leave. Why is this app of all things constantly giving clues and stuff to murder cases, missing people? Oh, you've missed the entire story, but it's okay, boys. I've got more of these Randomized stories for you, and it makes no sense why this one little app has so much power to be able to find all these things that in reality the police should be finding. You know, it's kind of nuts. I don't know what to say about it. It's insane. I'm trying to think, what's a good one to tell that I can actually remember completely of. I'm trying to think of okay, so one thing that has come out of these Randomized videos while I'm trying to figure out this puzzle, talking is not making my mind work correctly, so I'm not figuring this out very well. But one thing to remember with these Randomized videos is something that keeps coming up are cults and whatnot, and on all these things. Have I landed on this before? Is this exactly what I want to land on? Honestly, I have no idea. So let's just hit this. I think I hit this before. No, I hadn't. Perfect. We figured it out. I don't know how I did that, but I did it. So these Randomized videos, right? They bring up cults and everything. Now, if you know anything about these types of things, you might recognize some of these names, but there's one called Scientology. Scientology, as far as anyone knows, is one of the oldest anti-government, anti-anything. We don't know what they stand for, but they're one of the oldest existing like groups like this to ever be around, and it's freaky because they have found so many things related to Scientology. And this one time, so that you know what, if you really want to pay attention to Scientology, I would go to Joskel's Pocomo Forest. So he's in this forest called Pocomo Forest in Maryland, and it's insane. So he's been here 4 or 5 times, right? And this 5th time he's with a friend, and they go in, and first of all they find a box. Now the last time he was in this forest, he found this box, which is, you know, it's fine, it makes sense, it's a box. I am switching. I don't have anyone to switch to really, but I am switching. He finds this box, and he went to go open the box, but the moment he started to try to open it in the last episode, gunshots, fire, fire, fire. So he ran away. He hadn't come back since. So he comes back this time. I have nothing that can take this guy down. Let's go slash, because we should be able to live one more without anything. Plus, we have a confused ray on him. Yes, hit yourself. Perfect. So he runs away from the box. He comes back with his friend. They see the box again, but this time it's opened. It's no longer closed. It has hints to Scientology and to missing people from a book and a map. and it had just been opened. And the reason you know it's just been opened is because the box is kind of filled with water on one side, and it had only just rained for like a week or so the day before. So you know that they had just retrieved this box. Okay, creepy, but fine. You know, that's the whole point. They're here to discover and learn about these things and whatever and find mysteries. So as they're going over this box, they find a doll in the mud in the river. After, which no one thought was there. I checked the video twice. I can't get a good enough angle on it to figure out if it was there or not. But they don't remember it being there last time. So the doll's there. And no one remembers it from before they checked the box or the last time that they were here. But, you know, while they were checking the box, this, what seemed like couple, walked down, like, closer to them. But when they noticed and tried to see what was going on, they had turned around and walked the other way, and you couldn't see them, and they couldn't get it on camera fast enough. But you know they were there because there were footprints in the mud. It was like the sliver, the smallest pathway you could possibly get on the edge of the river, or the lake or whatever it was, and that was it. They didn't walk the regular pathway that they were on. And that's first of all, that's weird already. And especially the mud was like 2 inches deep, so it wasn't smart to be in the mud. After that, they continue going through these things in the box. And from there, they see what they think is someone staring at them from across the water. So they're very tempted to leave, but they can't confirm it. The guy disappeared, so I don't know. When will you stream Akuma next? I don't know when I'll stream Akuma next. I know I work Thursday and Friday, but I'm also, like, I'm going away on Saturday, just for Saturday. Like, I'm going down somewhere to spend some time and swim and stuff and do some things with people. So I don't know if I'll stream on Saturday. I'm going to try to. It depends on what time I leave and what time I get up. I don't have a very good sleep schedule. So what most likely is going to happen is I might record a premiere for Akuma, but it probably will be Sunday. It might be Sunday. I do work Thursday and Friday. I don't work super late. I'm going to try to stream Thursday and Friday. Because I don't work extremely late, but I do work late. It's weird to explain because I don't want to just give away a schedule. Just because it's not personal information, but it's sort of personal information. But I kind of want to get back to the Randonautica story. So, back to the Randonautica stories, because I'll stream Akuma as soon as possible. But don't worry, we'll also have Akuma videos, because it's currently number 1 out of 10, and you guys seem to be killing the support on it, so I'll probably keep it up and doing those. So, what happened is, where was I? Okay, so they continue exploring the forest after we checked the chest, right? And what ended up happening is they found this house. Now, you have to remember, this house is extremely worn down. It is extremely old. It is falling apart, and it is very, 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 very unstable. They can walk through it, and they can be on parts of the second floor, but that's about it. And there's trash things just everywhere. It's a big, big mess. So they go inside. They're checking the house and everything, right? As we face the gym leader, Bryson. So they find these 2 ID cards, like, you know, like business cards you would give. First of all, one just said hideout, and that was it. And I don't remember what the other one said. What did it say? Like, I'm here or something? It was very creepy. And so something that happened was they're exploring the house, and they call one of another. Someone's pulling up in a car in the middle of a forest to an area that's so overgrown you could barely walk through it to get to the house in the first place. Multiple people have walked into the house. You can hear slamming, like because the house almost looks like it was used. They were trying to renovate it beforehand, but they left it, and now they've come back to clean it up, basically. Everything's super old, but it kind of looks like a hideout area, and it makes sense with the cars they found. But they hear these people, and it sounds like they're tossing things around, breaking stuff, looking for something, and then all of a sudden, you hear, like, I could barely hear it in the video, but you could hear liquid being poured. And, you know, why would they be pouring liquid anywhere? And then, based off what it sounded like, and what they said they smelled like, it seemed like they were pouring gasoline in the house in the middle of a forest. Whether they knew they were inside or not. It's insane. And luckily, they got out. But we don't know. I don't know to this day if that house was burned down or not or anything. I have no idea. I don't think they've gone back to the Pokemon Woods since then. At least that house or anything like that. It's so sketchy. It's so sketchy. It's so sketchy. You have no idea what you're finding. They have been chased through the woods in the middle of the night with tasers. Okay, what's a really easy story that I could tell for Randonautica? One that I can remember all the information of. Okay, so Joskel, and it's usually his friend Chris in the old days, but now he works with Finn. So when he was working with Chris, they were doing a Randonautica, obviously. And they got told to go to the woods, but the woods were right next to a park, and the park was closed because of COVID. That hurt a lot. Rotom, yeah, we're gonna switch. So they're walking through the park. They have to cross like two massive sections. It's like a 15-20 minute walk, I would say, to get to where they need to go. So they're trying to get to the waypoint. They're past the park now, and what they're trying to do is cross this bridge, but the bridge leads straight up to a steep hill, and they don't want to go across it because, first of all, they need to take a right to get across to their waypoint, but there's so much bush and brush there that they can't get through, and there's a creek right next to them. That's why there's a little wood bridge. So what they end up doing is, I don't know if Thunderwave will actually work on him, but we're gonna try it. Great, that sucks. So that they're walking, they walk right of the bridge, right, to go in the direction of their waypoint. They can't continue at an angle or anything, so that's a big problem. So what they end up doing is they just keep on walking, and they walk up here to see what they thought was a woman lying on the ground. The reason they thought it was a woman was because they were wearing those flat shoes that strap over your feet or whatever, and it was really interesting. So they tried to check on the person. They tried to see if they were okay or if they needed the cops or anything. All you got was like a no out of them, and then all of a sudden they try to stand up and swing a bat at these guys. It was insane. It was absolutely nuts. They take off, they running, they wait about, I think, 5 to 10 minutes, so that the batteries are dying on their phones, their flashlights, everything that they've brought to them. So what they're doing now is they're walking back because he had dropped his flashlight and he had left his bag behind because he had put his bag down to check up on the person. So by the time they got back to where they found the person, they found the shoes, the robe, and a camo hat with like one of those, like where they have the cloth hanging out the back of the hat, but it's just a regular cap hat. They found that in a pair of underwear, just on the grass in the middle of forest. So for whatever reason, this person that had swung a bat at them dropped and ditched their clothes. And it made no sense. At all. Let alone, they didn't see the bat. So there was no bat. So they pick up their stuff and everything, and then they leave. And as they leave, they keep hearing things, you know, like someone following them. And it's one of the most insane things I have ever come across. And in any way, I can't, now I'm stuck in Slash because I can't move. I have a choice band on him. Okay, back out to Zappy. That's like one of the most basic videos. What's a good one? They're haunting videos. I've only watched one of the haunting videos, but the haunting videos seemed really good too. So my mouse broke, so now I'm on a trackpad. Trackpads suck. I hate trackpads. Okay, so these people are... Critical hit, we just lost Zappy. I don't know if I can win this gym battle. Like, I know I'm telling stories and what right now. Why are you behind there? Wait, what? Tropius, why is there another version of you? I don't know why you're there, but we'll remove you. We'll just move Wigglytuff up front there. Okay. There we go. So, I didn't start a new story yet. No, I didn't. I just finished one. I'm gonna use a hyper potion, just so I heal all the way up, because I know I'm gonna take damage right away. What was it? What was I gonna say? I'm trying to think of which story I wanted to tell. There was a specific story that I wanted to tell out of all the ones I've heard. I'm trying to think which one it was. And I literally just can't get rid of this stupid substitute. Every attack I do either misses or doesn't affect them. So I can't do anything. Buzz bugs. Shockwave. Can you... He's avoided literally like 20 attacks in a row. I just can't get rid of this substitute so I can actually hit him. This is stupid. But back to story time. Okay, so him and Josko and Chris are they're walking down a path. So they might have been Indiana at this point. So they're walking down this path, you know. It's not extremely late, you know, but it's very weird for people to be out at any point of the time. Why doesn't... Okay, hold on. I have a question here. If I hit him with the move, isn't the substitute supposed to disappear so I can attack him next turn? That didn't do anything. He's not supposed to lose HP, but that substitute's no longer supposed to be there. I can't hit the substitute with any move. And if I do, it doesn't do anything. Of course he avoided the attack. I'm gonna lose here, guys. I just hope you know. We will lose here. I am almost a guarantee in it. Can you please just flipping hit? I can't change moves. I can't change moves. It has to be Bug Buzz because I'm choice banded. Because it's supposed to raise my physical attack. The reason I did that was because I have ability that increases critical hits and I have Slash. So I also threw on a choice band. Which was a smart idea, except for the fact that it doesn't matter. I'm almost out of moves, and I can't switch into anyone else. It didn't do anything! That one hit, that's twice now. There's nothing I can do. I just lose. Guys, I literally just lose. We're gonna heal up here. And there we go. Yo, Water Warrior, hello, good to see you. We're gonna lose here. There's absolutely nothing I can do here. But I want to go back to story time. So story time. Once again, but not my stories, obviously. So, Josko and Chris, they're walking through this park, or it's basically a really nice trail, and it's still got concrete on it, so it's not like a wood trail, but there are woods on both sides of them. That did 50 damage. I can survive another hit, so Bubble Beam, because Body Slam won't hurt him. So, they're walking through, right? So, they pass a guy on their way through to the waypoint for this Randonautica. And the guy doesn't look at them. They try to give him a nonchalant, yo, hello, what's up, you know, because it's just a stranger. Finally, critical hit, kill you. Get out of here, Rotom. You literally ruined my entire run. So they do that with this guy, and he ignores them. Okay, so they continue walking. They stop for a minute, and they're talking. And then all of a sudden, they go to continue to walk. They see footprints in the woods, going to the right, like into the woods. And then you also see, which... as far as anyone could tell, but it is pitch black out, except for their lights, a random bag is just there. It's a complete... Oh, we got the gym badge. I didn't even realize it. And I'm going to put the control down because I want to tell the story. So they find this random backpack, right? It's got clothes in it, and it's got a tablet in it, but it's not like an iPad tablet. It's probably like something you might see in school, I guess, but more techie. So it's like kind of in between those things. And so... what ends up happening is they go through it, they see some bags and whatnot, they see the tablet, and they don't do anything with it right away. They put it all back in there, and then they find a little girl's pink lunchbox. Now, on the lunchbox it says Kathy M. So like the owner. Cool, there's the owner of the lunchbox, but there's an issue with this. On the back it says, if lost, please return to said address. But the address has been scratched out in Sharpie as well as everything else being written in Sharpie. So, I don't know if I should be reading this or not, but I guess not. I'm going to continue doing my story time, the videos that I've been watching on YouTube, because it's fun and scary. So they open up the lunchbox. Does anyone want to guess what was inside the lunchbox? Because I guarantee you won't. Why are there 3 ninjas here? Impressive gym leader of Icarus City. Shadow Triad are beings of shadows are not easily noticed. Our mission to speak only with Carson, but so be it. Genesis has a message for you. Come to Dragonspire Tower. Is that for you? Our Lord in waits for you. Now our mission is complete. Dragon Spiral Tower. What's going on? Hey, tell me. Okay, that was interesting. No one want to guess. No one's putting anything in the comments, so I'm assuming that no one wants to guess what was in the lunchbox. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The lunchbox contained 2 shoes. It was the same pair, so they matched and everything, but they were pink shoes, and they weren't small to be like a child's shoes. I would say they would probably be like, you know, anywhere between 14 and 18 for the shoe size, at an estimate, right? And there's nothing on the shoes. So they put the shoes back in, they put the bag back in. Berg? No, they weren't. So they do that, and they make their way to the whole entire thing. And what's interesting is they stopped right around the same time that guy passed him, right? Because, you know, it was this weird thing where they were both shining lights because it was dark out, so they didn't know if they were like, it could have been the thing where, oh, they were good, but they were worried about them being bad, and them were good, but they were worried about that one person being bad. When that person passed by, as far as they could tell, that bag wasn't there. After he had passed by is when we saw the bag. And then it looks like there's a light on each side of them. And that's it. That's it for that waypoint. It made no sense at all. It made literally no sense at all. Head to Dragon Spiral. I'm going to is north of here, right? Okay, that's woohoo. What should I do? Heading north. Okay, we need to heal up and I guess figure out what we're gonna do with our team because we don't have a team anymore. That's the sad part. These Randonautica stories, I'm not giving you all the details because obviously I can't remember an hour and a half video to 2-hour video perfectly. On top of that, I don't want to spoil anything. On top of that as well, I'm trying to watch what I say because I am technically a PG channel. And on top of that as well, it's not my content to be spoiling. In all fairness, I would much prefer you go check out the videos yourself, because it will say everything you need, and it's just not all right. It's not all right at all. Being in the dark and whatnot, or on your own, even when I'm used to it, and I could get, you know, creeped out or whatever, but this is, I literally got so many chills from watching these videos. It was insane. It made almost no sense. I had never been that worried or freaked out over a video. Like I talked about earlier, I have full understanding and believe that these videos are real and that they're not hoaxed in any way. I watch for edits, I look for jump cuts, and when you know what you're looking for, even at a basic level, you can tell that all this footage is pretty much just raw. Sometimes there's text on screens. Sometimes there's a blur to block someone's face or on a picture or something. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And we are basically at the end of the stream. We are at the end of the stream. This is Dragon Spiral Tower, so this is an encounter, right? So we can go and get this. A Frillish, Coolios. I could use this no matter what. So I don't have Thunder Wave anymore. I just realized that, so I'm kind of screwed. Bubble Beam, because you'll resist it. All of this, just those stories and videos, as addicted to them as I am, they creep me the heck out. They creep me out like crazy, guys. I love watching them. But it's insane. Like, I don't even, there are so many stories that I could tell from watching these videos. I'm telling you now, if you guys have liked just anything that I've said about the stories or whatever, and you're very curious, you know, I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling the channel up. I'm pulling, you know, I might just pull up a video. I straight up might do it. It is insane. It is insane. Jasco, here we go. Channel. I haven't even subscribed yet. Just subscribe. There we go. I highly recommend it. Copy. You are laughing, but here, you know what? Here's his name. Look, I put it in chat. This is how you spell it. I'm telling you now. I might pull up a video just so I can show you guys still. But that channel is definitely, check it out. If you like creepy stuff, if you like horror stuff, I highly recommend it. If you don't go anywhere near the channel. As much as I want to push content, because he makes good content, he's very into with his community and everything. It feels very real sometimes, even though you know you're the one watching the video, because sometimes you are in first person basically, and it's just nuts. Frillish, I said I'd name it after Jacob next, so it is Jacob's Pokemon. I did say that, so I'm automatically gonna give this to him. You sub to him, boys. You know, guys. You know, that's the end of the stream. Not the stream. Hold on, before I say that, that's the end of this. I'm gonna make a save state and save my game, and what I'm going to do here, AFK away from keyboard. Yeah, guys, it's okay though. I want to pull up a video for you guys. I want to watch this video with you guys. This is what we're gonna do. So, you guys are gonna just see my homepage, which never happens. You guys usually don't see my homepage at all. So I'm gonna head to a regular Minecraft screen. We're gonna pull up his channel over here. I have no idea if this is gonna be in a good view or not. Let's just look. You can see what videos I've watched here. This is nuts. It's literally nuts. So, checking out this channel at all, it's insane. I go to his playlist, right? There's the Pokemoke Forest I told you about. It has 11 videos. This is Randomized. This is the playlist this is the series that I've been talking about this entire stream. There are 159 videos, and a lot of the times, like, they will have multiple parts. Like, they'll have some side stories going on inside of them, but, like, this one would be connected to the next one. And it's just what it is. It's insane. Hold on. Honestly, let's just go to the one I was watching. Where's the one I was watching? I want to go to it right now, because I'm very, very intrigued. Okay, so, like, yeah, oh my god. I just wanted to talk about it. I literally, all I've wanted to do is talk about this. So, hold on. You see this video right here. Hold on, I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to make sure I get the right video. Hold on. I know this. Hold on. Where is it? It's like 120. I remember what video I was on. Okay. This one right here. I can't highlight it. Number 119. This one, you can see where my mouse is. The most terrifying Randomized experience found Apple iPhone with criminal evidence on it. This is insane. I watched this entire one, as you can see here. This one also connects to the next one. It says I haven't watched it, but I have watched it because I went back to double check it. Guys, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, I think this. I want to show this. I want to show this. Do I headphones? Because I want to be able to hear this, and all my audio goes to my headphones at the moment. I want to be able to talk about this, guys. No, you don't understand. You literally don't. Hold on. We'll get through this. I want to give you guys an idea, because honestly, I really think if you want some creepy crap and whatnot, I highly recommend subbing to this guy. I like him a lot. I'm gonna like the video because I did enjoy it.
They just left him alone. Now he's dead and they're selling the property. So what do you think we should do?
I'm gonna turn the audio up so you guys can hear it.
Bro, we found this phone in the middle of the woods with videos of people talking about missing people, killings, deaths.
Yeah, what the f?
I'm telling you, bro, there's some, like, serious evidence on this shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I'm stopping at this
They did.
point.
They give the phone to the
word-
police. Are you watching the whole thing? No, we're gonna skim through certain parts of it so you guys get
We're
an
not even,
idea.
like, ready to
This is a
record. We were
2-hour
getting
video,
ready to
which
record.
I have
We haven't
already
even
watched.
started
I don't want to watch it
recording it
again. Because I do
It's
have one that I
definitely
want to
was.
finish currently
I'm
that I
in the
stopped right
plaza,
so I
bro.
can
We've
start
been
my
followed
stream.
on like these corner streets.
I'm trying to find.
I was gonna pull my camera.
Okay, so look, they're here in the
Thames.
woods, right?
Good to go.
Kind of worn down, but that's
It's
okay.
in the
That's okay. They got the
snow.
job done.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is
Oh.
in, I think, Maryland.
We're approaching our point right now, and our intent is
So
cold
they've got
case.
3 people this time.
And,
the guy on the
it
left
is
is
a
Chris.
cold
This is
case.
Jazz.
It's a cold
This
case
is his
right now.
video.
Oh.
The one in
The
this,
thing is about our
the white
point.
sweatshirt.
I'm trying to like.
trying to-
We have to go.
Find the point where they find the phone.
What?
There it is. There's a metal box in the middle of the woods. Now, I'm gonna give backstory to this thing real quick. So I'm also gonna turn down their audio so you guys can't hear it quite as much. So, backstory on this, so we don't have to watch the whole video, and we're not going to. What happened is this guy, they found this old metal box, and there are 2 things in it, and you'll see that in a second. There are some old school, like it's a wood board with 2 lights on it. You're going to pee yourself? Don't worry. This is nothing. This is not even the tight bit of scary. He's gonna open this box and find like an iPhone 11 or 10 or 9, something like that. iPhone 9 or whatever. It's a newer iPhone. So the iPhone has no battery left. It can't be it's dead. As you can see, there are lights and stuff in here. You know, I'm gonna go full screen for you guys. There's the old school lights, right? There's look, iPhone. Look at that. That's like at least a Model 7 in the middle of a forest. There are literally like 10 miles of woods in each direction. So they find this phone.
Cold, bro.
They travel through trying to charge it with a wireless charger, right? So they're following where these footsteps are leading. Wait, hold on. I want to find a specific thing.
It looks so bright, but that's just like the color of it. Something you could charge other phones with.
So there's the random iPhone. They're trying to charge it with a wireless charger. So they've walked down this path. They're following footsteps currently, and this is what they've found after finding the phone. They're gonna pull it up and pick it up here in a minute. Look, it's just a wooden doll. Look at this thing. There's 2 of them.
Necessarily.
Now, based off the colors, like look at the skirts and the hat wear, it kind of gives you like an African vibe, right? Just like based off the designs. That's just my interpretation. That iPhone looks new. It's very interesting. It's got a couple cracks in it. They did talk about that. There's water damage for being in the snow because he does drop it, but there was already water damage for being in the box.
So I'm gonna go
And
ahead
that
and
phone
sleep.
actually has a
Just
crack
like
in the
this
back of it,
off.
so they think it's an older iPhone. You know,
Set that
probably like
couple
an
down.
S7 or whatever that's been
We'll move
stored
on.
away. So you can see right there, they're trying to charge the phone, but they can't.
Come on.
So they're going through
What
the
the
forest and whatever.
Flash of light, like right down there.
So
Just
you
like a
saw him
second.
point, right? Yeah. Now you saw him point. Now behind him, we can't see it because Jazz is blocking the view.
That's where I
But they
saw
said they saw a light, 2 of them,
Yeah,
just
right over there.
over there.
Bro.
Right? Yeah.
So they cut back to the car here.
And I left that area really fucking fast. But
So look, we're going that they're about to go through the phone.
Look at this damn.
This is
Hold on.
the home
Move
screen
this
of the
again.
phone.
Look at this.
This is the
watch.
screen, the home screen of the phone. You know, I'm gonna turn it up, and we might just watch
What does
this
it
phone
say?
part.
I
and
don't know.
That might be
There's a lot of
to
symbols on the
cover here.
ground. There's some weird creature right
Look
there
at
with
this.
some
This
keys
is
in her mouth.
this is insane.
This guy's tied up to this chair, and then there's a bunch of stuff that's
Hold on.
clearly not English.
It gets worse. I didn't mean to
It's
exit full
just
screen.
not. So.
Yeah, it's not English.
Me.
Look at these notifications. You see the Twitter notifications on the phone? You know who that's Jasco. That's literally his Twitter. The phone has notifications from his Twitter, the YouTuber making this. Now, before we get into it, can you guys see the very bottom of the screen here? The FaceTime call. The FaceTime call, the phone number, let's look at it. It says +1, so an area code, wow, no big deal. 666-666-6666. That's the phone number. It's all 6s, besides the area code of +1. Okay? It's creepy.
Me.
I did not expect
Me?
to do this on my stream
Me?
today, but I think
Shit,
I'm
me.
having fun showing you guys, and it's creepy. And
We
weird.
always say
I
to
like
each other,
talking about it. So
"So the
they're
phone
gonna
won't
go
go."
through the phone here
That
because
sounds fair to me.
they're curious and they're trying to figure out what's going on. So basically, as they're I don't care about the ad.
UGG.
As
You
they're
probably
going to
noticed
the
me
phone,
using it
they're
for the past few
reading
months.
messages
Tells
and
you who's
everything.
tilted,
They are
who
part
on
of
your team is playing a
Scientology
brand new
that we
champ,
spoke of earlier, the
who's a
cult
duo
Discord.
Q, and even the
They're
things
part
they
of
build.
another Discord
All of this.
of demons or something.
Cult one or the other one?
Look, okay, so this is Chelsea. These text messages are very creepy. There's so much ambiance going on. You don't know what it is. No, Jacob. I have watched probably 20 out of 100 of these videos. The footage, I'm telling you from my experience watching it, and go watch it yourself, and you'll see. There are no cuts in the video. The only time there's a cut is when they say there will be, and they choose to end the recording and start a new one, because you have to remember they're using regular cameras, so they don't have a pause button for recording. They have to stop the recording and start a new one, so they have multiple video files when they edit these videos. There's no cuts. There's so little editing in these videos. It's not fake. It is not. I'm telling you now, it is not fake. And one of the biggest things it's not fake is because not only the editing, it's an app that's taking them to these locations at random. And the app is what's giving them the clues, and them finding everything is because of the Randonautica app. And they aren't the only ones. There have been hundreds, if not thousands of people, especially who send him messages on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, sharing the same experiences that they've had. And it makes no sense at all. He doesn't even open the Snapchat, and I think I know why. He doesn't say it, but when you... Okay, so we'll get to the name in a second. But when you see the Snapchat and the flashlights, what about the flashlights? What do you mean about the flashlights? You'll have to elaborate more on that. But the Snapchat, when you open it, you know how you have your bit icon or your Bitcoin? Oh, not Bitcoin, but your bit emoji. That's what it's called for Snapchat. His was all red. It was like a red character, like representing demons or whatever. And it was not good. So this name is John Carmichael on the phone. Now, the reason this is so interesting is because John Carmichael is not referred to at all. When we were going through the text messages earlier, he was the owner of the phone was referred to as Cal, C-A-L, Cal. So if he's being referred to as Cal, why is his name John Carmichael? And on top of that as well, the only reason that would make sense is if he took C-A from Carmichael and then just put L at the end for Cal, and that's how he came up with it. But even then, that's a bit of a stretch. Okay, so we're going to get to something very interesting here in a second.
Is it spoofed? Don't...
Yeah, these text messages are
The
insane.
speakers might not be working.
Oh, you're right.
The person could be talking.
Hold on.
Oh.
I'm waiting for a specific thing to happen.
I don't fucking know. Okay.
Can you guys see that? Look at the very top of the phone screen. There is a phone call. Or no, it's not a phone call. It's a FaceTime audio from the number 666-666-6666. This phone has been abandoned. Now you guys will find out for how long in a little bit, if I don't accidentally skip over it. So they're getting this FaceTime audio call from this number.
What the bro?
We don't know if it's a murder. And I'll try to explain why we don't know if it's a murder or not. Because there is an explanation for that, but it's best if you watch the entire video. So they declined the call.
I was literally gonna... Bro, they had text messages with that number from Tuesday. I was gonna go into that.
With that number. That phone number. You see it right there. They're FaceTime.
What is going on right now? Yeah, what is...
So, I'm going to pause it here. What's going to happen here is they're going to answer the phone call at some point. Now, when you answer the phone call, there is not a single sound that comes from the other side. And they have it on speaker with the volume all the way up. You can't hear anything. No breathing, no noises, no voices, no words, nothing. It's creepy as heck. I about said a bad word. So, they get through the the call.
I'm going to answer. I have no...
There's an issue with this as well. This phone does not have a SIM card. It has no SIM card in it. So, now I don't know a lot about iPhones except for the fact that I hate their operating system. So I use Androids. But they have messages from phone numbers with a phone that has no SIM card and receiving a phone call, a FaceTime audio on a phone that has just been charged and just been connected to a hotspot so they can check on their social media. Now, when they went through their Twitter, they followed like 10 people. They followed him, the YouTuber himself. They followed a couple celebrities and some other things that didn't make sense. And it was creepy. Same thing with the Instagram and same thing with the Facebook. It was basically just him. There were only... It's insane. So let's continue.
In the middle of the woods, bro. Who's calling? Hello?
Listen, nothing's happening.
It's FaceTime audio. Why is it FaceTime? Hello? Is anybody there? Hello?
It's one of the most insane things. So
I was gonna say something. So we've been trying to like fix this phone for a while. So what happened was when I first connected it, it started charging, but then it stopped because it said there's water damage inside of here.
Yeah.
So then we literally were doing stupid shit like putting the phone in the vent to see if like the vent would
heard
dry
that, right?
And then
Let me
I
know
was
if
like,
you guys can actually hear the audio because I
I
turned
was
my
sucking
OBS
the.
up so you can
I'll be
actually
honest,
hear it.
He sucked the phone.
I sucked
know
the
if you
phone. I
can
was trying to
hear it
suck the
over
water
me.
out, but I was trying to figure out
I'm gonna turn down just slightly.
why the phone said no SIM card inside of it. How are we getting phone calls, right? What if this person's been trying to find their phone? The reason they're calling FaceTime audio is because there is no SIM card in here.
Oh,
You guys see that? So
Think
they're
about it
calling
like that
FaceTime
because
audio
let's see
'cause there's
something
no
right
SIM
here.
card.
Settings,
Now,
messages.
they originally thought.
Yeah, look at this. Phone, no SIM.
See, no SIM.
Oh,
There's no SIM card in this
You can
phone.
hear it loud and
the other
clear?
thing too.
Okay, if you can hear it loud and clear,
guys
I'm
heard
just
that
gonna
phone?
stop
We didn't hear
talking
anything.
and try to skip
Put it
over
on
certain
speaker.
parts so you guys can get the better
It
picture.
has water damage though. The speakers might not be working.
Oh, you're right.
The person can be talking.
Bro,
Might be able to hear it.
yeah. I messaged send and receive is from an email. I'm not gonna show the email, but it's there. John Carmichael. Why does that sound really familiar, Ben?
It does sound.
John Carmichael. Why does that sound very, very familiar?
And it's raining.
And it started raining. It's just a very bad omen right now.
Why did they stay there, go home? This is hell of sus. Okay. Jacob, first of all, an explanation of why they don't go home. They just never do. They always inspect what they find either on site or at the car almost every time. Sometimes they leave because of dangers and they check it out at the hotel or whatever. But something you have to remember here is they're out of state. I'm going to say this because they say it. They live in New York. Yasko, Ben, they live in New York, right? So they've traveled to Indiana, they've traveled to Maryland, the Virginia, to Pennsylvania. They travel to all these states to record these types of videos for. So that's one of the reasons they don't go exactly home. Plus, they're literally in the middle of nowhere. So it would be like another 45, 50 minutes before they got any answers. And they've already waited like 45 minutes to get this phone to charge just to turn on because it kept turning itself off. So let's go over these text messages.
I'm gonna turn this off.
Are they in a city or a random forest? Right now, they're in a forest. I don't know the name of the forest directly. I don't remember. They might have said it. But I think they're in Maryland. I think in this video, they were in Maryland. I watched a bunch of these lately, so I get this where they are at which videos kind of mixed up sometimes. But this is one of the most recent ones I watched, and it's one of my more favorites because there's just a lot of interesting information here. So let's go over the text messages.
Oh, it's snowing.
So there's not a
Bro,
lot.
iMessage. Tuesday at 1:51 a.m. Answer your phone. Who is this? Why are you calling me? Just answer the phone. How did you get that number? Is it spoofed? Don't worry about it. We need to talk. Okay, call me one more time. What was that about? Did you hear me? I heard nothing from your end. That's what happened to us.
Okay, so you guys heard that, right? So, based off the text messages, they didn't hear any voices or any noises, just like we didn't from the, or them. They didn't hear it either, obviously, from the phone call. It's insane. Now let's continue. So, it wasn't water damage stopping the speakers. They had the exact same issue with this phone number.
This is the phone number that they're saying. The same thing happened to us.
Yo, what the?
Bro, hello? Smiley face. Who is this? What was that about? My phone just reset on its own. What the fuck did you do? Smiley face. Bro.
He could be on mute. That is true, boys. That's very true. But if he's on mute, why did he want the phone call? and not say anything at all. He called them too. He doesn't know. He might not know they have the phone, obviously. And we'll figure that out. Because I'll explain it, because it's hard to figure out which parts of which video it is. Because they go over the phone messages and the phone stuff in multiple videos. But, yeah, they could be on mute. But if you remember, they wanted to mess with the phone, which I think is the whole point of the phone call. The phone, like we just read, reset itself after the phone call. Why would a phone do that? The phone doesn't do that unless it's broken. Phones, the only time I've ever seen a phone reset itself was because of water damage, and it doesn't factory reset like it seems like they're claiming. It literally just restarts itself, and then it will die instantly even if it's on 30%. I've had a phone like that, but it was literally it got soaked in water. That's why it did that. It was water damage. You can open the back and see it. So that's all a thing. But this phone just now has water damage on it, so that can't be the case for this phone.
Oh, I hope that doesn't happen to us.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Bad omens. Holy shit, bro. Well, it's like a premonition.
Well, not for nothing, bro, but my is Madagascar. But look at that number. 0888-9999-9999. Oh. Okay.
I don't remember this. I think I might have just not paid attention during this little clip. Isn't this binary? That's binary code. Yeah, look, that's all ones and zeros. That's what binary code is for languages. I can't read the very first line.
Okay.
It looks like 0000 111 01 100 101 00 1 00000 011 0000, and it just keeps going. Yeah, that code. It is code. That's literally binary code. I can't believe I never thought to translate that. But then if we look below it, there's just symbols, slashes, and dots, and colons, and underscore marks. It's weird. And then there's more language. That literally looks like
binary.
Not even
binary, and then
like
Morse code.
Morse code,
and then
to say it.
Arabic.
That's not Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, or
You got
English.
that?
You got that. What the fuck?
Oh, now I can see the entire thing. Okay, look. This message received at 5:06 a.m. on Tuesday. I kind of want to take a screenshot of it so I can actually kind of figure out what this says. But why did the people who had the phone put it in the forest and not the YouTuber? We will get to that. We might have skipped that part already. It depends on what messages we read at what time. So that's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find a certain part of certain messages being it clarifies that. So
Charles Manson is the next text. Charles Manson's been dead for years, right?
Dead for years.
Okay. Hey, any news? I honestly don't know. I've been checking her Facebook every day, just hoping that something will connect, but I think it's time we cut our losses. It's been months. What are we doing? You're holding on to false hope. She's gone just like the rest of them. I know, so what now? Where does that put us?
Why doesn't every home in the US have solar panels? The number one reason is not about sunlight or weather.
Back to the video.
What is there for us to do? If we alert the authorities, that puts my ass, your ass, and the entire org at stake. Then we control, burn, and close shop for now. How did things get so effed? So things are gonna get hot? Not only did we lose a friend, but now our asses are on the line. I'm sorry, we'll talk soon. This line is disconnected. I can't risk communications right now. You know the drill. Look out for a drop soon. We'll get you a new burner. Get rid of that phone. Agreed. Let's get rid of these phones ASAP. I'm in Syracuse right now. Are you too far to pick me up right now? Syracuse, New York. Then they send a location. Allowance, whatever. We'll see.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The location from yesterday is a 48-minute drive.
It didn't get
Oh
sent.
shit.
Okay.
So when they go through it,
I'll be at the steakhouse.
it's not delivered.
WTF, did you block me? The messages did not deliver the last two. But the location was red.
Was it red?
The location was red.
Yeah, the location, actually, never mind.
shit.
I misread that.
I'll be at the
location
steakhouse.
was
The steakhouse is right there.
Oh wow.
I think I might have skipped over the messages I want you guys to see specifically to give proof. So we're going to
In a metal box in the woods.
It's
a weird
I think
way to
it's
get
the
rid of
first
the phone.
messages we read.
More intense with Angelo.
So I'm going to try to get to the first message. So we're going to go back a little bit. Here we go.
What, earlier today?
Yeah, so the Facebook, Twitter service right now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
We've gone
connect
back
this
with
to my
Lucas, so we
hotspot.
haven't looked at the other phone messages.
Probably not the best
He's
idea.
giving a hotspot
but
to the phone so
I
we can
connected
connect
to my
things.
phone. It's on. We're getting like first and foremost. Look at the back drop. How do I?
Backdrop doesn't help at all.
The home screen.
To me, that looks like Japanese or Chinese, but it's flipped upside down. I don't know the difference between the languages. I know they have similar like writing, but I know there are very big differences between the way they write their symbols for their letters and everything in the alphabet. I don't know the differences though. But to me, it looks like one of those languages, but it's flipped upside down. Is that phone getting tracked by them? You can do that with a phone. It's being tracked. As far as we know, no, it's not being tracked at the moment. They have found trackers on their car before, twice that I know of. They found air tags. One was duct taped under the car, and one was in the car itself.
If anyone can decipher
Photos.
They actually have Randomized on this phone, but it's the wrong app.
the most recent message is yesterday.
Oh wow. So
You
The
guys
phone
see
wasn't
that?
there long.
Most recent message was yesterday. Now wait till they say what they say, because this is where it gets scary.
not that long at all.
Well, yeah, okay, because it's past midnight now, so technically it was dropped the day of. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's past midnight right now.
Right. So
that means that
was what, earlier today?
yeah. So the first text, there's a couple text messages, right? You'll see it. Monday, Tuesday. Look at that number, by the way.
Yeah, it's not.
So start with the oldest one, Chelsea Peach. Hey, last night was fun. Sorry I had to leave early, but I hope you understand. We really should do that again sometime. Wink face. Haha. Yes, of course I understand. You can get it anytime. Wink face.
Uh-oh. This conversation's
I think it's like a Tinder hookup,
Yeah.
actually, because this actually might be a Tinder hookup.
Maybe
This text was at 2:04 a.m. Just said. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say maybe just read the parts where it's like not them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just continue.
I think we'll wrap up after
Oh,
this
and I'd like to
message,
know
guys.
more about those stories you were talking
This
about
is the
after we were in
proof to say
bed.
that it's not
Haha.
him. Basically, it's the best I can get.
Uh-oh.
Haha. How about one story per hookup? That sounds fair to me.
I don't know.
Laughing emojis, that works.
Let's remember, this phone, based off the time of these messages and everything, was dropped in that forest the day they found it. Just hours and hours later. Because it's past midnight for them now, so that means that's why those messages say yesterday. But that means they would drop that day, because midnight, it automatically changes the time for messages.
Same time tomorrow night? Oh shit, I forgot you said you're leaving tomorrow afternoon, right? Yeah, unfortunately, I'll be gone for about a week or so, but once I come back, I'd love to. Maybe I can stop by before my flight, if anything. I'm not headed to bed just yet, so if you want another story, it's not a problem if it's not too late. I suppose I could stay up for one story.
So the people they see was looking for the phone. We don't know. So far in this video, we haven't seen anybody else besides them. We've heard a lot of things, so we don't have confirmation. But let's keep going over these messages, because it will.
You know the company I told you I work for, right? Which one, lol? The creepy rich cult? What the The creepy rich cult one or the other one? You barely got to that one. LOL, yeah, the creepy cult is an inside job for the other organization.
Who uses the words like that? Why were there so many ES's in the one? I don't know. ES? I don't know what you mean by that, but I don't know. But you guys heard that obviously, right? Who uses the word cult like that to describe the job? She used it and he agreed that that creepy cult is an inside job for the other organization. That's all we have. All we have is that he works for two organizations. Or at least one of them. So many E's? I don't know. I really don't. You guys will see. It
The other organization?
In a minute.
I'm confused.
There
What
were
happened
some
here?
phone calls, it seems, in between.
Oh, okay, I see. Something about phone calls. So, They text again, said, yeah, can we meet up before my flight tomorrow? Something just happened and I think my phone is tapped. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Cal, what happened? So this person's name is Cal. Cal, what happened?
So there we go. So that's how I knew it was named Cal. So in this messages, you got to remember, they referred to as Cal, but in the phone name, it's John Carmichael. Weird, right?
You answer my phone calls, please? Chelsea, trust me, I don't think it's a good idea. Can I just stop by your place early morning? Okay, just knock when you're here, okay? Will do. The last message was sent at 2:40 in the morning.
2:40 in the morning on Monday was when the last message was sent. And if we went through the messages, it was what, Monday, Tuesday, and yesterday? So that means on estimate, if Tuesday and then yesterday, so yesterday would be Wednesday. So this is like Thursday at midnight. On estimate at the time we're recording this. I don't know exactly.
Wait, there's a lot there. Holy shit.
Yeah, what do you take from that?
Okay,
Clearly that's a Tinder.
watch those messages, right? So it seemed like he thought his phone was tapped. He seemed like things were in trouble. And he wanted a hookup because it was a hookup. He did have Tinder on the phone. We covered that earlier in the video, but I don't think I showed that part. So it was the only safe place he could technically know to go. So let's see if we can get to, okay, a new section of messages.
Bro.
Look at this. Okay. Look how many times this FaceTime audio tried to call them. Tuesday, 9 times. Tuesday, 4 times. Tuesday, 15 times. There could be a hacker. Everyone reaches for hacker. Hacking, I don't know how to explain it. But this has to do with more... If you look at the evidence, you look at the messages, and you look at enough of these videos, these have nothing to ever really do with hackers. They always seem to be doing with, like, cults or human trafficking or missing people or murders or anything like that. It never seems to be electronical except for the way they communicate.
The number? The 666 number?
Them on Tuesday over
Look at this.
20
FaceTime audio,
times.
FaceTime video,
And
FaceTime audio,
twice
FaceTime audio.
today.
Like, not only did it just call us, it was 9 times. They did say in the text messages, once they answered, something happened to their phone, the phone reset.
I don't like this, bro.
Pictures,
Yeah, that's
That's
weird.
the main home screen. We've seen that before.
back, would I have... Nothing ever lasts
Random
forever.
letters.
These are where the videos start. So I'm gonna put this way, sideways.
There's videos on the phone.
It's been a while. I've been meaning to talk to you about something. A couple months ago, I think I stumbled upon something I probably wasn't supposed to see. And ever since, I swear, something's been following me.
How did they know they have the had the phone? They don't know. Jacob, they don't know that Josk and them, that they don't know they have the phone. So you have to follow the story with a little bit of interpretation here. So based off everything that we've seen through the messages, the location, and the time dates, it seems that you have to remember that the 666 number is not a number they knew. It's not something they trusted, and they didn't answer it right away. Once they answered it, that's when the phone reset. After there's a camera in their hand. Yes, there is. I want to get to that in a second, boys, because I questioned that too. So what happened was that 666 called them. It reset their phone. That's when they thought they started to think that their phone was being tapped, because those messages are after those phone calls, right? So with that, that's why they abandoned the phone. And other messages, they talked about abandoning the phone and the time zone and the time dates of the messages showed today, basically, or that day of their recording. So that means he dipped the phone and he was trying to avoid the phone number. Now that phone number hasn't been able to get a hold of that phone because it's been dead and turned off and ditched in the woods. So they've been trying to get a hold of it to activate it because it's most likely being right. They are probably either tapped with audio, but more likely they're being tracked. But there's no confirmation of any of that. Now, with the camera in this video, I thought that was interesting too, boys. The reason I find that so interesting is because it looks like a 2006, 2007 Cameron camera that it's a handheld camera with a strap on the side and everything. It's not a phone or even a high quality phone recording this. So obviously this footage has been put on this phone for a specific reason through a computer cable. They had to upload it from at least from the camcorder, the camera, and at least transfer it to the phone somehow.
I know it sounds stupid, but it just feels so real. And every time it looks at me, it's so odd. It doesn't even have a face. I swear it.
Yo, what just happened?
This part doesn't make any sense, by the way, guys.
Yo, what the fuck?
That's the end of the video. That's only one of the videos, though. I've watched that 3 times now.
Okay.
Every time I swear I see a person walking at one point,
wow.
but I can't tell where.
Very loud. I'm sorry, headphone users. First and foremost,
R.I.P. Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
no. Maybe.
We all know that this world isn't what we already know.
Okay.
So obviously something's going on.
There.
Now this video right
So,
here,
what happened, I was looking through the newspaper yesterday,
just what?
and I found this. It's an auction for this place out that way, out of town. These 3 people have gone out there so far and have just completely disappeared, missing.
So I can explain this better than sitting here and listening. So what this is we're watching a video of these regular people, probably young, low 20s, maybe mid 20s, late 20s at the most, right? You can kind of tell by the skin tone and the smoothness of everything. Faces are been blurred out for these guys. But when you're watching the video, you can tell it's been edited. That video itself has been edited. The voices are deeper than they should be. There are random jump cuts. And it makes almost no sense at all.
Bro,
they're
we found this phone in the middle of the woods with videos of people talking about missing people, killings, deaths.
Yeah, what the f?
I'm telling you, bro, there's some like serious evidence on this shit.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to bring this into authorities 100% to the police, like
150%.
immediately.
150%, bro.
You heard what?
That's bright as day and it's 3:28 a.m. What do you mean? Like on the video or in the car? It's so bright in the car because they have lights on the camera and they also have the car lights on. That's why it's for footage purposes. That's why you can't see outside the windows. That's what makes it so, because his windows aren't tinted, but it's pitch black outside, and because the light's on the inside, you can't see what's outside. There's a trick with lighting. If something on a reflective surface is brighter on the inside or the outside than it is the inside, you can't see what's on the other side. So say you're literally in the video on the phone. The video on the phone, we don't have a time. It's just the random point in the day.
She said, right?
There's no time. I don't know where you got I haven't seen the time. Tuesday, 3:28 a.m.
I'm just giving you information.
I'm thinking about that. I see what you mean now. Because I reject my last question. I don't know. In all fairness, the phone has no SIM card, it has no service, it has no Wi-Fi. So in most likely chances, it was disconnected from the you know, the thing, like the world clocks and whatnot that keeps our phones on lock so we don't have to change the time for like daylight savings and everything. What I'm assuming is because it was so disconnected with no Wi-Fi or anything, and I've had phones that do this, especially when I was a kid and I played with phones. So the time and the date's going to be wrong based off the last time it was activated with the connection. I think we still
Wait, so you know where this is?
He didn't like this.
Yeah.
He also said he was probably like,
We need to go there.
look, you can see her, she's talking. She wants to go to the place where people have been missing. 3 people have been missing in this forest now. And she wants to go there. And you can tell by her voice, it's so deep. it's been edited. Because that's not, it's clearly a woman, and it's not a voice. Even if it was a trans, listen to it, it's just not.
What? Yes, we need to go there.
You can tell by the tone of that voice. That's been edited. That's not the natural voice. Trans, female, or male, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That voice is, you can tell by the tone of it. It's deep, like it would be natural, but you can tell it sounds edited.
This might be what we're looking for and give us answers. And you've been there, so we wouldn't get lost. I'm not worried about getting lost. Well, we need to go. This is important, and even if it's you think it's stupid, this, like I said, might give us the answers we need to find. Please. Please. Alright, fine, but we are not staying late. I'm off tomorrow. We'll go then, but we're going in the morning. I'm not going out late.
So they...
Perfect.
Did anything happen on the day? Like the day of this recording for like the YouTube video, or the day of the video, like the video they're watching? Because they're talking about going to the forest for missing people tomorrow in the video itself. In this video, the YouTube video, so far things have happened, but it's weird. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit because there's more videos.
There's a couple here that zip like again. Let's continue. Yeah. Bro.
So look, now you can
People that we're missing, they kind of dragged it down
right now
and
because
we're
they're trying to
searching.
avoid faces and
And the
everything.
search parties came out and they think
That day, the day of the recording on the phone, no, nothing happened. That ended the recording there, and it just went to them. The next recording on the phone is just them in the forest the next day in the morning. And they're going to talk about not caring to stay there as long as they need to, but as long as there's light. As long as there's light, they don't care. On the video itself, the YouTube video, they found this box, they found the dolls. It's the middle of the night. They've heard sounds, they've heard screams, they've heard gunshots. That's what's happened in both videos. I figured I'd just...
Just having the volume there, that was weird.
the second person, the third, or fourth.
We'll get a clearer video soon. Right now, we're just looking at faces.
You want me to take the camera and I can...
As you can see, it's just a group of, like, women, it seems like.
You sure you don't want to come down here? It's fun. Okay.
What's about
Oh
to be said.
shit, bro. Hey, low key, I think I've been there before.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
That's around here.
Yeah, it is.
That's like near Is it near Niagara Falls?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So, like I said before, why would the video end like that? It's literally been edited to be scary.
That's it.
Bro, on God, I've been there.
Yeah, I've been there as well. That rock, I know.
Yeah.
I know. The thing is, this hasn't been filmed recently. First off, Buffalo gets a lot of snow.
Yes.
Buffalo, or Niagara Falls near,
Yeah.
gets a lot of snow. Lots of it, especially this time of the year.
Yeah.
This was recorded in the past. Plus, this footage is kind of shit. Sorry. Another thing. These people that are in these videos, they're on the younger side.
Yeah.
And they're trying to do something that should be in the authorities' hands, which is freaking me out. Because if they're looking for missing people,
Yeah.
they really shouldn't be taking that into their
One of those
hands.
things where it's like,
So, clarifying it, because there is a difference between what they're doing and what those women are doing. They went to a forest where 3 people went missing, and they literally chose to go there and look for clues or people or anything. What Jasco and them doing, they take a random waypoint they get on an app and they explore, and then they usually come up across dangerous situations. And that's the difference. They're not looking for trouble, but it'd be what it'd be.
leave it for professionals. Like,
I only
I see something. I could find something.
You need to change the title, say Pokemon. Yeah, but we're gonna be ending soon anyways. I know I keep saying that, but I'm trying to get the most basic information I can give to you guys since I did start this. We're gonna finish these videos up, and then that's the end of it, because then they cut to a different part of the video that doesn't have to do with this, because sometimes you can have 2 different trips in one video.
Maybe it
So we'll be
happens
ending
when
very
it
soon.
starts. But we may never know. Because she wants to leave. just saying, she's really determined to get out of here before dark. What is she gonna
So I don't know if you guys could have heard that on the phone itself, but the woman holding the camera says they were really determined. It seems like the woman who's ahead with the dog and the black shirt is really determined, so it's almost like it seems it's personal.
I still think we might have a chance to talk. Cold to all of it. I think it's personal. I don't know. Why does it matter what time it is as long as there's still light outside? Because we don't know what happens. You think it'll happen to us? We don't know. I don't know what happens. Only it's dumb to stay out when it's dark in the light.
I'm pretty sure this is the last video.
Weird stuff with the audio. Weird stuff with the audio. What's even happening? Wait, what does that say?
About 30 minutes into our walk back, we all heard a phone begin ringing. At the same time, our camera began to freak out as soon as name, who had it at the time, turned it back to record. Mixed in with whatever happened, were some other pieces. This literally is like barely English. This doesn't make sense. Does it end right there? The video ends right there.
So I think one of the,
What is that?
I wonder why she took us all the way.
But
Well, that's Sopranos cut at that point.
There's one last video though. If that make hold on. Video though. If that make hold on.
I wonder.
this is gonna be the last video.
What the f-
Like, what is this footage? The footage is creepy. It's very creepy. And whoever's joined the stream and was looking for Pokemon, I'm sorry. I started a discussion about someone I'm watching, and a lot. We can go back to stream or check out the Carson Vibes channel in the description down below. You can get the full stream for actual Pokemon. Wait, it's about to touch it.
What the hell am I looking at?
Fuck it. I thought it was a person for a second.
Oh yeah, this is someone there.
It's not even working. What do you mean it's not working? I mean, it's like dead. Like, not completely. That can't be right. Dude, you have it ringing. Yeah.
So, there's going to be some conflicting information here in a minute, but just keep watching and listening. I don't know if you guys can hear the video of the video audio, like the video inside the video's audio. But basically, the phone was ringing. That's how they found it. But now it's just dead. And that's where we are.
That's why I'm confused. It looks like it's been out here for days. Guys.
Wait, hold on. I was gonna say something.
Looks like the
Maybe this was recorded in the past, right? Maybe this was recorded long time ago when flip phones were a thing.
Flip phone.
But hold on. Something just... Hold on. The scrolling feature in Apple's videos. She's wearing an Apple Watch.
Apple Watch.
Okay, so this is in the past
This was planned.
6 years.
Yeah, that's an Apple Watch.
series?
Oh my god, I can't tell. You can't even tell.
It looks like it's the bigger screen though, doesn't it?
It does.
The 46?
Yes, so that looks like a Series 7 or Series 6. Which is within the past year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
But
So with that information, we know that within the last year and a half is when this video was recorded. If they're right about the Apple Watch. I like Monster and stuff, but this is too much for me. Sorry, bro, but I can't do this. You don't have to, Jacob. You don't have to. I wanted to talk about it. You didn't have to stay around, and you don't have to check out this channel if you want. But I'm very intrigued, and I'm very curious about all of this. And I really just wanted to talk about it. So, and I figured you guys could stick around and talk about it too if you wanted to.
the thing is, I've come across flip phones in the past year and a half in Aeronautica.
I know people that still have flip phones.
Fair enough.
In this area.
So, let's continue.
Bird's loud.
It ends there.
Oh, it ends right there. That's it.
And that's the last video. The next thing is the itinerary to Mexico. Why are they fleeing the country to Mexico?
Fleeing the country to Mexico.
Why would they're just searching for?
People.
That's why I'm thinking the videos and the text messages and stuff don't correlate.
They're not correlated.
What I'm thinking is they're using those videos for something.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but they're clearly distorting it. They're distorting the audio. They're distorting everything.
Yeah.
Some weird shit going on.
Some weird fucking shit, bro.
Okay, guys, so we've covered a lot with this topic because I just really wanted to talk about it with you guys. That's all that we're going to cover today. If you guys want more, just go check out the channel. There's literally 160 videos of this series alone that you can check out. I recommend starting out with the Pocomo Forest in Maryland. There's its own separate playlist for that. The channel, once again, is Yasko. It's right here. 365 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. And this just before we end up, just before we leave, guys, just so you know, before you guys do watch the content on this channel, this is very light to compare to the other stuff. Like, this is heavy, but based off some other things you can see in other videos and maybe later in this video, this is very light. But that's where we're going to end the stream of today. I hope you guys did enjoy. I appreciate you guys sticking around with me just to have the conversation about this, because I've talked about this a little bit with people in my home, but it's more intriguing to talk about with you guys what you guys thought. This just has me very intrigued. I'm very interested in what's going on. I want to know the answers to these questions. I want to know so much. There's a story on here that's over a year long. They've been finding clues to constantly. But that's where we're gonna end it. I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you guys for coming out, Rockstars, and bye.